Much fun. Sun. That spin is him, bro. I'm in the red out. Like, this isn't the best music you've ever heard. This is rap, bro. Yeah, everyone take notes. Every rapper. Take notes. Netspin's giving you a game right now. Netspin's putting y'all niggas on game, bro. I've been trying to get geeked all week. These boots came from jeans. Swamp Izzo. It's been early life crisis. Early life. Early life. Crisis. Netspin, he's him. Netspin. Net. I'm like Swamp Izzo, but for Netspin, nigga. Net. He's been trying to get geeked all week. Look at this. I thought it'd be flipped for some reason. Y'all even know it. I love the O's and Nets love story. It's so cute. Boy, you just my sneaky nigga. Guys, when can I sleep, bro? I've been trying to get geeked all week. Can't take the narcotics, bro. Yeah.
He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
But I'm doing cool stuff. Hey.
What? Oh
my god! Look at that fat ass dumped right there.
My $25,000 final expense check came in the mail today. I can't believe it.
You're AI. Shut up.
But sadly,
I was literally an AI person.
the same can't be said for others.
Bro, who's editing these games? I love it. Just keep doing it.
Join today on edpwatch.com. And for only $4.45, you can help support us locking these monsters away. You'll get access to uncensored chat logs, full disgusting audio calls, and never before seen and early access
That is disgusting. I don't want to do that.
to new videos. You'll be entered into...
Yeah, why the fuck would you want to do that? That is a very odd thing. Are you rubbing one out to that? Why? Like, is there a reason you're doing that? Why is that interesting to some of you? I just don't know what you would need that information for. Like, why does that matter to anyone at all? But people would pay for disgusting shit. Why not? You know. Some people maybe they'll have a podcast on it. They want original artifacts and items, proof. Maybe they're using it for work too. You never know. I'll give it that.
monthly giveaway.
Open-mindedness, I'll do. Open-minded. Not everyone wants to rub one out.
Get 50%
Some might though. You don't know. You really don't.
off
I might do one.
all
I might do it. Give me all that shit. I'm gonna rub one out. Some chat logs
merchandise and get a chance to do a
and the audio call. All of it. Matter of fact, yeah.
higher...
Give me all. I'm gonna beat my dick to all of it and rank it. I'm gonna just rank it. Rank the best nut for the audio log, the chat log, like the best nut out of all of them. Yes, sir, all of them. Do it for a year straight, no 365. Then the next year, we're gonna be ranking them. Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a whole series, real. Yes, sir. Salute. We're gonna get it on. Let's go.
catch with yours truly, DeMarcus Hanson. All on edpwatch.com.
I just want to get this situated, man. You know, you gave me a fresh cut. You're a really cool dude, man. So can we just talk about this? I don't want anyone else knowing about this, man. I'm just recording for my safety. Can we talk about this, my man? Yes, no? Oh, he like... I just want to make sure you're cool. Are we? You cool? Listen, look, bro, listen. If I want to cause any, I promise, I'm not a cop. He's not. Okay, I appreciate you, man. Listen, bro, I'm chill. Oh, little space. Okay, man. Hey, man, this is for my safety, man. You know, like, I'm trying to do you the common courtesy, man. You know, I'm not in there. I'm not trying to put out your business or nothing, man. I just want to get this situated, man. So I really don't think you're a bad dude, genuinely. When I was talking with you, you seemed like a good guy. Just tell me, like, what's going on with all this, man? I mean, you know, we both have.
I wasn't seriously trying to do nothing.
Okay, so why did you tell her to meet you out here then?
I didn't really want to.
Man, I was hearing a little bit about your story, man. Like, so I'm getting some context. So were you just lonely? Basically? Listen, man, we'll keep this.
So you had to get a freak on with a kid. Bro, you can get a stripper or something. You can hire escorts. Come on, you're making good enough money, gang.
You know. I mean, you know, I didn't want to go to your house or nothing. Like, do you want me to, I mean, like, where do you want to talk about this at?
Come on, bro. How many femboys could you get, like, hire, bro? How many femboy escorts could you hire, bro? Like, what? You could just hire them if you wanted them, bro. I mean, you could have got them trans girls, too, bro. You could have got whatever for it. Like, anything you want is accessible to you, bro. Like, bro, accept that, bro. You want some pussy, you want dick, go buy it, gang. If you want both, go buy it, twin. You feel me? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm meeting with this girl. Yeah, but she packing like 7 inches. Like, you know, I just gotta admit it, she is, bro. She sent me a pic. I was like, what the fuck? Why is it so big, girl? She said, what the fuck? I've been growing it. The hormone, the HRT grows it. I said, what? Fuck it, yeah. I'm a bottom. Nah, bro, let me stop talking.
Where would be comfortable for you? I mean, we can go back more over there. Listen, man, I just want to make sure you're cool because I'm trying to be cool with you too, man. Genuinely. When people talk to kids like this, man, we have to talk about this stuff, you know? But, well, I mean, we're talking right here, man. No one's here. Like, bro, I mean, we're like 100 yards away from your job. Okay. This is just to physically show that I'm not putting my hands on you or anything, okay? That's all it is, just for visual. So, man, what's going on with all this, big dog?
Lonely. I didn't think lonely. I didn't really want to be around this person. I was lonely. Can we walk?
Where do you want to walk to?
Walk around the block.
Bro, you're free to go, man. Like, I don't want you to think you have to talk to me. Whoa.
Well, what do you want? I'm not. Why you act like I'm
Well, you keep on, like, stepping.
I'm not, bro. Just walk around if you really want. If you really want to talk to me. Just walk around.
Well, I mean, if you really want to talk to me, like, you know, you know what I mean? You're not acting normal right now. It's like you want me to go inside that abandoned building. I just want to know, like, what's going on with this? Yeah, why?
Slowly.
Here, just to make you feel comfortable. Turn around. Turn your back so that way your face isn't there. So just lonely?
Yeah, I don't think this. I didn't think this was real either. This person just all of a sudden was coming like.
Well, I mean, you messaged her first, man.
A long time ago, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, but she told you right away that she was.
A long time ago? What does that change? Doesn't that make it worse? I mean, she was younger than a long time ago. Idiot. What?
So.
I didn't think she was.
But you literally said, oh.
He's saying teen. Well, he won't say it. Yeah, I thought I was tripping. What, teen? Okay.
You can get me in trouble.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to. I wasn't trying to get in trouble.
Then why were you telling her to meet you outside here?
Because she basically just said she was coming, and then it was like, now I have to fucking deal with this.
So how are you gonna deal with it?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what was gonna happen if she came. Yeah, I mean, you were talking about getting an Airbnb.
I don't know, bro.
But I mean, listen, bro, your business is just between you and me, man. I have to talk about this, though. We have to.
Yeah.
Listen, I heard your life story, man. You sound like you have some great parents, got a great sibling, bro. Maybe someone overheard us. Here, we'll just tell them we're talking, okay? Hey, how you doing, officer? If you can you start your body cam real quick?
What's that?
Can you start your body cam real quick?
It's on.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
See the red light there?
Nick, are you gonna send pics to girls anymore? Is this your last time? Are you ever gonna talk to girls? Are you ever gonna invite a girl to your job again?
No, I didn't, but no.
Are you gonna sit and say this is my last
time?
He promised he believed to be
those
videos that you made.
I didn't invite anybody to come.
But I have it. To a girl. He looked We hacked this video of him eating out a pillow while moaning her name. Okay.
Twin, what the fuck?
Let you listen in. I don't know if they're gonna arrest him here, but yeah, I went pretty good.
That's the biggest piece of evidence ever.
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy. And as a therapist myself, of course I'm going to say that's a great idea.
I'm gonna fucking you.
I don't know.
That shit, she bad as fuck.
Y'all,
All gray hairs and all, skin is smooth as hell. Shillatty, slap her baddies.
I just want to let you guys know. I know you guys saw us earlier here with Nick. He knows me, but Nick, he was talking to what he knew to be a year-old girl, sent very inappropriate videos and pictures, and he's currently outside with the police, probably about to be arrested soon. So I just wanted to let you guys know.
Appreciate you telling us.
Of course, I appreciate y'all. I got you.
Have a good one.
Y'all be safe.
That kid didn't get the picture.
Well, the shop took it
Or did he? Or did I see? I hope he did.
pretty well. I don't think he'll be working here. Oh man, dude was so annoying. I don't know. I was just dumbass. Man, what's good with y'all boys and girls, man? I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
I'm just gonna look this nigga bald head sometime, bro. Damn, he been bald for how long? Inside the airport. Wait, what? Huh? What? The actual fuck? I'm sorry, how could you even like that? How could you like this? Ew, what is attractive? Like, ew, you're sick, sadistic. Sickening human. They're just like blobs. They're just like blobs of undeveloped meat. That is disgusting, dog. Have standards, dude. Have some motherfucking standards, bro. Blech, I'm throwing up in my brain and in real life. Blech, my keyboard is full of. Bro, my laptop is literally broken from the puke. I can't even press anything. Okay, I don't know how I did that. I can't press anything. Let's get. Bro, you ever want to fuck the shit out of a bitch, bro? Literally, I mean, like, put it in the back door, and while the shit comes out. What? What am I talking about? Bro, what is up with me and just the shock value, bro?
Yeah,
It's just shock value, bro. But that's the clips. They're gonna be like, what's wrong with him? Why would he say that? Shock value. Clip.
in the middle of nowhere.
I got a 357 right here. I got more than that, and this is loaded.
Sir, you don't have to pull out any weapons.
If I put it, it's gonna mean stuff.
Seth has been talking to people he shouldn't be talking to.
I mean, you literally sent porn to the child.
And they sent stuff to me. I try to please everybody. I want to be a satisfied person.
Have you ever
What the fuck does that mean, dog?
masturbated to it before?
Once a day. I identify
Huh?
myself in a religious way as anti-Christ type thing.
Bro, mental disorder.
Is most of it dealing with children sacrifice, taking innocence from children? Is there rituals like that?
You know, you can expose the demons or you can not expose the demons. So it's up to you.
All right, what's good with y'all boys and girls, man? Welcome to a brand new episode of EDP Watching. Today, we're here with the GOAT, Mr. Gordon Flowers.
How's it going?
This is Gordon's guy, so I'm gonna let him take it away.
Yeah, so this is a guy who's been talking to multiple decoys for probably the past, I don't know, close to a year. He took the liberty to send some delicious cheese pizza to one of them.
Don't say it's delicious. That's horrible.
Yeah, and he also sent illegal images too, but he also did deliver pizza to our house. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Anyway, we have this catch coming, and hopefully he talks.
Hopefully the police response out here is pretty good. We are in the middle of nowhere. It is almost more desolate than the Edward Foster Jr. case that we had. And speaking of Edward Foster Jr., funny enough, he is my personal first pred to take a plea deal. So, you know, give myself a round of applause.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Gordon Flowers for inviting me on that one as well. We also got a lot more updates for a lot of them soon, but We'll talk about that later. Let's get it. Oh man, the storm must have messed up his stuff. That tree fell. Completely uprooted. Oh, he's watching TV.
How's it going? Is there a Seth painter here?
Yes, sir.
I've got a package for him.
Oh, you're at the wrong address. That's their driveway. Just keep going up their driveway.
Thank you.
But now they definitely know people are looking for them.
Yeah.
We just go more up that road down there. Oh, there's cars.
I think they're just pulling out.
All right, I'm getting out. How's it going? I got a package for a Seth painter. My name is Gordon, but I just got to get the package to him.
Well, I don't know who you are when you come up to my house.
Oh, we don't need to go into your house or anything.
Okay, let me check with him right quick. You know, man.
Yes, sir.
Hang tight.
No problem.
I said that you guys deliver man, that you guys are courier, he said, get around. You're hired by who?
I picked this up from a UPS store.
It's kind of like DoorDash, where you kind of pick up the order instead.
Is there a way you can just come and get it, and if he didn't do it?
My son's disabled.
Okay.
You're on camera too, by the way. Y'all plan on pulling some kind of crap, man. I wouldn't think about it.
No, sir.
I got a 357 right here.
No, I understand.
No, sir.
I understand. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I got more than that, and this is loaded.
Sir, you don't have to pull out any weapons.
No, we're not
I'm going to show you right here.
Yeah, that's
Sir,
fine,
I
we're
see
not.
it.
Yep,
I
yep,
got these cockers.
yep. I understand.
Yes, sir. Can I ask
I'm
you?
good on all three of you guys.
Can I ask you what your like your problem is with us?
The problem is you ain't got no identification where you're from. My son didn't order that.
Well, we can tell you what's going on.
Well, yeah, I
if
mean,
you
would you
don't
like to
mind.
know?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a way we can do it like without the weapons involved? Like,
I'm not going to pull this on you, but if I pull it on you, it's going to mean something.
okay,
I mean, you just
understand.
did, sir.
But this is the safest gun you can use right here.
Yeah, I
got a
understand.
cock it.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Sir.
I can point it at you.
No, we
Sir,
were
that's
at-
it's facing very close to my direction. I do not feel
No,
comfortable.
I'm not pointing
You know, I just want you to know.
You know.
Okay, understood.
Three of you and one old man.
Right, we have.
Sir,
Right.
we're God-fearing men.
That's good, but all I'm saying is you don't know who you're representing.
Right. Well, we can tell you what's going on. Is it cool, like, if we can just tell you without, like, the weapon by you, like, we could just be at a distance, like, over here?
Tell me right here. I ain't doing nothing to you.
Oh.
What's going on?
All right. Is there a way you can just put the weapon to the side? I mean, we're not going to charge you or anything like that, but it's just kind of.
I got it right here, and I ain't going to use it unless I need to. Tell me what you're here.
Okay. Basically, and I could show you the evidence if you want. Seth has been talking to people he shouldn't be talking to, like on the internet. You following what I'm saying?
I understand what okay.
Okay. And some of these people are pretty young that he's doing this with. I just want to have a conversation with him. I know you mentioned he is a little bit disabled, right?
He's got some learning deficits.
Sure.
He's got some mental disability.
Right. We kind of figured something like that was the case, so that's why we came here to talk to him about it, just make sure he's good, because I know he's still young, too.
I mean, what are you talking about? It's child.
We didn't print it out, but it involves that, yes.
So tell me how this works.
The mother of the daughter that he was talking to reaches out to him, and we're more of a intervention per se, where we don't like to get other people involved. She knows about our work and everything.
But I think it's good that we just have a conversation with him, obviously with you present here, I mean, if that's the case.
I'm all right. Is this a minute?
It's not a ministry.
We're
but
just like, you might not be part of the ministry, but you're a believer, we're believers.
I've been a believer since I was 9.
Praise God.
69 now. So you guys ain't there to kill me.
No,
swear
sir.
to God we're not.
Even if we were, I don't think we could.
All right, bye.
Is it cool if we go sit down over there, sir?
Yeah, you just come up to the hill.
All right. How's it going, man?
What's good, my brother?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, Straw Hat Gang.
What's this?
What the f is this?
Do you want to watch EDP Watch episodes early and completely uncensored? Do you want to listen in on these disturbing one-on-one calls we have with these monsters?
Do you usually like rub your or do you hear it?
And do you want to support our mission to protect those who cannot protect themselves? Then why not join EDPWatch.com?
It's showtime!
Get extended, early, uncut, and exclusive never-before-seen episodes, full uncensored chat logs, audio calls, access to the exclusive Discord, and the chance to be flown out and do an EDP catch with yours truly, DeMarcus Hanson. All for the low price of $4.45. So what are you waiting for? Pull a Marquise Brownie and speed on over to EDPWatch.com. Warning, the following content may cause extreme disgust, secondhand embarrassment.
You like One Piece?
Yeah, I like a little bit of it.
Praise God, man.
All right, tell me what you're here for.
All right, so does your parents kind of like let you know at all?
Not really, so just tell me what's about.
Well, it's kind of about the Instagram shit, the Telegram stuff.
Okay.
Obviously, you're a good kid. You got a great Christian dad. What got you caught up in this, man?
Kind of find a connection with other people and everything like that.
Okay. We all need connection, man. We completely
Yeah,
understand
especially
that.
being here, it's pretty secluded from everything. So,
Yeah.
how did it start dipping into like the underage stuff?
People are just tend to reach out to me sometimes, and I kind of feel like that's kind of wrong and everything.
Yeah, of course.
Talking to your dad, the bit that we have, man, this seems like a very Christian household. So you getting caught up into this, man, I don't think it was one of those things where you're the ringleader bringing people into it. I think that someone brought you into this sin.
I just kind of want a little bit to know what y'all here for.
You know what a tumor is, right? So basically, in order to remove that from something, we need to know kind of how it starts, right? Get to the source of it, because if we can get to the source of it, then say we can cut it off now, but it'll just grow right back, right?
Exactly.
So obviously, you know, there's a lot of good people that get caught up in Telegram. Like, that's what I'm kind of curious, like, who introduced you to it or how?
Kind of looked into it, just occasionally somebody kind of recommended it to.
Do you think Telegram has been the best type of stuff on there, or?
No, not really. I think it's just totally disgusting to me.
Because if you start staring into the abyss stares back, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're probably not like the people that are on Telegram, but some way, somehow you're on it, right?
Well, there's some people out there that just kind of like leads you into something and then it just exposes you to that type of material.
Right.
You see, I don't know if you know about the breach on Telegram in 2022. Coincidentally, you know, you were on Telegram before this. Pretty much all that stuff is out there. And I'm not gonna lie, man, us looking and seeing some of the threads on your account, man, it was scary to look at what we saw. And it's even scarier to know that it was coming from you when you have a Christian household like this.
In your experience, is Telegram like mainly groups or individuals, or kind of both, or?
Kind of both. Kind of hard to describe. I can't really describe of all what's on there. There's just some people are lead to this, and then leads to other things, and just.
Right. Do they mostly do like pictures, videos, or both?
Could do both.
Okay.
Some people tend to do that stuff, and I try not to associate with that.
How do some of those videos and pictures make you feel, man?
Kind of freaked out sometimes. Just kind of feels like, I don't know, can't really fully describe what it feels like.
What makes you creeped out about it?
So many people that are like over 50 trying to reach out to, you know, kids and, you know, my age and younger, and it just kind of feels overexposed.
Are these people over 50 sending videos of kids that are younger as well?
Could be sometimes, but I try not to interact with that.
How young do the kids go that they post on Telegram?
I have no idea.
You don't know their age?
I mean, it could be like 10, and then they could be, you know.
Right, but what's the youngest someone's posted on there that you think?
Because you said there's been some things where it's disgusting, so if it was disgusting, you gotta know the age.
I don't really know.
Ballpark it, like what would you say the youngest they posted is?
I guess maybe 15.
You know, in order to kind of get us out of the abyss, we need to like actually talk about what's in the abyss, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can tell you right now, I probably know what it is, and I'll go out on a limb and say it's probably babies and toddlers that they're putting in there. I mean, would I be wrong about that?
Sometimes, but that's just on a whole nother ballpark level of stuff.
You're not making any steps to step away from that.
So, I mean, do you want to tell Dad what happens in these videos of these kids?
That's not need to be revealed.
Why do you think it doesn't need to be revealed?
Some of the stuff that's on there is just ridiculous. I've been trying to keep myself away from that level of revealment. I guess that's the best way I would say it.
So it's one of those things where it's like, even though you're viewing it, you would never make that step to do it.
No.
Okay.
What do you think pulls you into watching stuff like that?
The basic level of pornography. Let's just say it like it is.
But it's one thing having a porn addiction, and it's another thing having a porn addiction.
Yeah.
You know, those are two different things. How many years has this been going on? Because I remember the first day
As I'm on Twitter right now, looking for bitches.
I saw porn. There's no way you're gonna forget the first day you see porn. So how many years has it been?
I would say maybe, during late high school times, I just heard about it. It's not really been, if that's to answer your question.
We're trying to give you the benefit of the doubt because, if you're going to lie to us, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, we risk our life to try to help people with this stuff. And if you're going to lie to us, there's no point of us being here and stuff.
You can only heal what you reveal. It's getting, in this case, getting the demons out that are trying to invade your mindset, you know what I'm saying? So,
you can expose the demons or you can not expose the demons. That's up.
Trans girls are so bad. Oh God, I'm King Slam, a young boy himself, I'm Cardi. Trans girls are bad as fuck. Yes, with the stick. Even better. Never did it. Never will.
And right now, I feel like you don't want to expose the demons, but they're already exposed.
You need to quit playing the game. These guys are here to talk to you about something they know a lot about.
What they say in the
Okay, you
beginning.
might as well just get to
I
the
kind of
point.
know y'all's exposed down there, so that's all I'm saying.
I got you. Okay, so do you know Brenda is?
Brenda. No, I don't know anybody by that name.
I'm gonna lie, Seth, you're shaking really bad right now, man.
I'm just re-looking at that photo compared to this one that's on the...
I'll just compare and see.
Does it look like this person?
Yeah.
How old is she?
It's not a she, that's...
It's
Not a she.
It's a he.
It's a he named Brenda?
Excuse me,
Brian.
Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how old is that Brian?
Claims to be 15.
Right, so...
We're talking homosexual deal with this Brian?
We call that bisexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both
Well,
ways.
some are and some aren't, right?
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, we're not here to judge about sexuality or anything. It's just when it comes to the age.
God's the one that does it.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. There's been a decent amount of younger ladies, younger boys under 18 have talked to you online. And, I mean, what do you think Emily was, if you had a best hypothesis?
Maybe 15 or 15.
Yeah, it's a pretty accurate age.
You're 27, right?
Correct.
That's a big age gap,
Not right. I mean, it's illegal, number one. It's not
Yeah, I
legal.
know it's illegal.
Okay, but do you not realize the consequences of what
Yes,
that
I do. I probably know
is?
all
Is it worth
that.
it? Going to the penitentiary
No, of course not.
and then having somebody
You or something.
3 times the size of him want to make you his girlfriend?
Brian was small, but the guys in the pen, they're big.
I have a contact that's outside of the state
Jidion is fucking wild for saying that. Come on, gay. Damn, her ass fat.
that I've known for probably a couple of years now, but she's, still under the age limit, so. But, and I still.
Has it been a sexual contact?
Well,
So-
sexual things, yes,
Okay.
said, but not sexual inner contact.
Okay,
So-
was it just sharing pictures with each other?
Yeah, at some point in time.
So would she send nudes to you first, and then you started sending them back to her?
Yes and no.
How old is she?
Right now she's
And how long have you been talking to her for?
probably since I was 20.
So,
Yeah,
All right, gang. What the actual shit?
it's been a while.
we only knew about 2, but that's a 3rd one now.
What prompts you to send your penis picture to these kids, man?
I at this point in my life, I let it. And I'm not saying I'm supporting all this.
Right.
I'm saying that it's on them. They're the first ones to.
It's on them, and even though they're a child and you're an adult. That's what I've been trying to explain to you. Here, you might want this shirt.
No, I
Keep
don't
the
want.
mosquitoes off.
No,
of
I
you.
don't want a shirt
Well,
right now.
you
But
keep it
sorry
for a
about
minute.
it.
Here, be respectful to your father.
Anyway, I'm just doing this to get myself away from this type of stuff. I'm trying to use reverse psychology in full of.
How do you?
What is this nigga yapping about, dog? No, I get it, gang. We all have our moments. So you use your reverse psychology to change the world. You're kind of like a hero, gang. I get it. You're basically, you're like the Shadow Hokage. You're like Itachi, bro. You feel me? He's working for the dark side, and then he's just taking the villain role. But he's really the hero. He's like Itachi, or she. He's like Itachi. Yeah, I get it, gang. He's on his mission, his secret mission. Shisui. The infant is his Shisui.
How's that working? I don't get that.
His Shisui.
Basically, trying to push yourself out of the pornography situation of where get yourself to where you're so overexposed by things to not wanting to do it.
Are you trying to say you're trying to make yourself sick of it?
Basically, it's like, if I were fatter than I am now, I would eat just a bunch of donuts, so I just stop eating donuts.
Exactly.
But that's what you do with honestly. I'm not judging, I'm just asking if that's your logic. I mean, that's fine.
See it with my own eyes to not want to do it.
I mean, that totally makes sense. And I do believe that you want to stop.
Is that a bad way of doing it?
It's not the best way, but the question I have is if you're gonna do it that way to where you're trying to get yourself disgusted, you're gonna have to up the levels to disgust yourself because at a certain point you're gonna get desensitized.
In other words, if it's not good enough to see a woman completely nude, you got to see the woman completely nude doing something really
Exactly.
perverse.
My next question to you, Seth, is like, have you gotten down to watching stuff with babies, infants?
No.
What's the limit you've gotten to on this quest to stop?
I take it to no lower than a
But all these girls out here that are 18, 19, 20-year-old, I don't get it. Pedophilia, I don't get it.
I can tell you one thing leads to pedophilia on this level of an age. One thing. It's from experience. It is basically all these people around the world playing Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite?
Yeah.
Bro, facts, bro. What?
Okay.
I had a friend of mine recently that I ended this PlayStation friendship with because he was just accusing me of being a pedophile, saying that, oh, you're playing with little kids and stuff, and he kept repeating that. He was basically saying that I shouldn't be playing a video game with younger age kids. If somebody doesn't have someone to play with,
Yeah.
I play with them just so they can have somebody.
You want to be there.
Yeah.
You've been very honest, man, and we really appreciate it. Obviously, you know, we want to help. We want to get whatever junk is on that phone, we want to get that taken out. So for this to work, you got to be honest. How much porn, it doesn't have to be an exact number, just ballpark range, is on your phone right now?
Basically, how many group chats do you think you need to leave that have porn in there that you need to get out of?
About 3.
So what's the youngest they've sent to you?
See, I don't know if y'all are working with cops or not.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If we were working with the cops, we wouldn't need to talk to you right now. I mean, you literally sent porn to the child. Like...
And they sent stuff to me, so...
But who's the responsible adult? They're a child.
I'm a responsible person,
Okay, that's
so...
the problem. That's the difference.
I promise you no kid sent you child.
If there's a video of you going around with an underage kid in it and you're just basically doing inappropriate things with that underage kid, I wouldn't take the time to come talk to you because it's like, I think, too far gone. Yeah.
You're not a 50-year-old ice truck driver, you know?
I know it's hung up right here.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just trying to get that out.
Please don't do that.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Well, that's not something to brag about, dude. What the hell?
Oh, I'm just trying to help you get the shirt on.
He doesn't treat me.
Yeah.
I had to move out at 20, so he can't be treating you that bad.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
you're only living on
the
a
other
beautiful...
way around. He needs to be out of my house because of the way he treats me.
Yeah,
I believe
we
you.
can tell.
Let me ask y'all this question.
Let me do that while you up talk to him, and then I'll get it back.
How... What do you...
I'll give it back to you in a second, okay? Just go ahead and deal with it.
How do you deal with the people that are into this type of stuff and they're really into a special type of spiritual or religion-based thing?
Are you saying in the sense of like where in their religion this is okay, or are you saying in the sense of just in general?
More like...
Oh, I farted, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
More like...
Right in the country anyway.
More like a, they're into... anti-Christ type thing.
My question is, I personally
Cult
haven't
stuff.
ran... Okay. Your profile says something like In the Darkness or something like
Is
that.
No, it's ancient evil.
So are you into occult-like stuff?
I define myself in a religious way as agnostic, and the whole ancient evil thing was actually just based as like how evil has evolved and both leading to back to their...
I look at it
stuff.
as, you know, although
Path.
people do bad stuff, there's redemption in everybody. Now, if the world redeems them and forgives them, it's a different thing, but, you know, Christ can forgive anybody. At the end of the day, you have to have a repentant heart. So with this occult stuff, you know, is most of it dealing with children, maybe children sacrifice, taking innocence from children? Is there rituals like that you've seen?
No. No.
How often do you watch porn?
Once a day.
Okay. Once a day.
Have you ever masturbated to it before? I'm not going to be gay and ask how often. I'm just going to ask, has it happened before? I mean, honestly.
It's an important question, trust me.
Just occasionally.
Okay.
Man, ask this question. I think this goes into the mind of the deal of why I'm doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
Is, let's say the young teenager about like whatever, would they enjoy it if they are wanting me to do it? Engage with them in it.
So you're like kind of trying to please them in a way?
Yeah, I try to please everybody.
Okay.
I want to be a satisfied person.
Did they send videos or pictures of infants, or was it both?
Both.
So what would even happen in a video of an infant? Are they mostly girl babies or boy babies?
Sometimes they tend to show both.
Is the adult doing inappropriate things with the babies?
Definitely.
Would you say it would be torture or anything like that?
It'd be both.
Okay.
Would y'all mind coming in and sitting down?
We
Because
can.
mosquitoes are getting out. Well, you know, they probably eat everybody that's got shorts on, and he gets eat up with it. Now, don't talk about the shorts.
So the older you get, the worse it looks, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you were dad's age, I mean, I don't think there'd be any grace shown to you for this. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So, not saying he's old.
And here she is, he was.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Dylan?
How's it going?
I'm good.
Basically, we're just having a conversation here. Seth, is there on your phone you have to get rid of?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you specifically, why am I
You're here to address the scenario.
and what is that scenario?
Oh, why am I being.
Okay.
Y'all mind coming in?
I have no problem. We can go sit in the living room. We can do that. Do you have pictures saved to your phone and stuff like that?
Just kept on the Telegram app, and I've always wanted to keep the pictures coming from the person to it be on them, because I don't want it to be on me, because I was kind of already aware that this was gonna eventually end up happening. I don't want to support this.
So you're saying there is one on your phone on an app that you have called Telegram?
Yes. I do have a underage girl best friend that lives out of state, and we were kind of known each other for a couple of years.
Have you guys exchanged photos?
She has to me a couple of years back, yes, and we still.
Probably going to step outside just a second, make a phone call to my criminal investigations lieutenant, and they're the ones that are going to be dealing with the case going forward. Once I finish my part of it, I'm going to hold your phone over here for just real quick. I'll come in and kind of let you know where we're going to go from here.
All right. She's kind of unaware of what the situation is. Can you elaborate?
I mean, I think you should tell her.
Case of me engaging with people and underage stuff, so it's kind of led to that type of level. My main motive was to prevent myself from doing something more that could lead me into way bigger trouble.
So were you watching the porn so that way you wouldn't do anything to a child in real life?
Correct.
I just think the saddest part here is how much your parents have warned you about this.
All right, Seth, so here's what we're going to do, bud. I talked to my lieutenant. At this point, I'm going to take your phone.
Okay.
Okay? I'm not going to arrest you tonight. Okay? You're not going to get arrested. I would like to also, with your consent, take your laptop as well, because even though you tell me there's nothing on it, I have to make sure. So Seth, is it okay if I take your laptop?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Did he get all y'all's information?
No,
he has not yet.
Okay.
No, we'll give that to you guys.
Yeah, we're going to need that.
Yes, sir.
Man, dude, I feel so bad for the parents, bro.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, man. This just sucks.
Yo, what's good, y'all, man? I appreciate you guys so much for watching the whole video, man. Truly do, man. Also, if you guys want to see like the full interaction and everything, go down to our website, edpwatch.com. We cut out a lot of stuff, shorting it over here. So if you guys want to see the whole thing, head over to our website to watch that. So as of right now, they are still investigating it. They're probably trying to get a warrant for his phone. They did take his phone that day, and he did admit to having CP. I also believe they took his laptop as well. So once they get the warrant to go through that, and once they find that bad stuff, I mean, it's GG's, because he legit sent CP to our decoy, and if he sent it to the decoy, then he's gonna have it on his person. Also, man, huge shout out to Predator Poachers for allowing us to go with them, man. Huge shout out to Alex. For you guys that don't know, Alex is currently in jail right now. Nothing bad. He's doing 10 days because of a speeding ticket. So L Judge for giving him 10 days. And I would love for you guys to go over to his channel. I'm gonna link it down in the description below and give him a subscribe. He's helped me out tremendously, and he helps out so many other predator catchers, and he's just a great dude overall. So if we can, let's see if we can get him to 400K, so that way by the time he gets out next week, he'll be at 400K. So if you guys can, go subscribe to Alex's channel, PP Southeast Texas, right here, and it's right down there in the description below. And I really don't got much else. I appreciate you guys so much, and until next week.
Hater. Passport, bro. What does that mean? Ain't shit free to the free all the gas.
So we all know what a passport bro is, right? A man who travels
See, I said it, then I saw it, and nigga, ain't shit free to the free all the gas.
to a poor country
Baby, she fun Conway ways of doom. As long as the hoe sound like Cardi in that song for
to
real.
meet women and kind
Like Ken Carter.
of take advantage
You so beat do it.
of a situation. You follow me? Do you understand what happens to some of these men? From being drugged on dates in Colombia by women they met on dating apps, someone just travels to a poor country to meet women and kind of take advantage of a situation. You follow me? Do you understand what happens to some of these men? From being drugged on dates in Colombia by women they met on dating apps to being kidnapped, held for ransom, and then thrown off a cliff. In 2024, 3 Americans were found dead within 4 days, all in Medellin. One guy was found in a hotel room after he was seen entering the room with a woman who left hours later. Another guy just fell off the balcony of his Airbnb and he totally wasn't pushed probably. And another guy was renting a house for a month when the owners just mysteriously found his body inside. And the year before that, in 2023, there were 32 foreigners that met some suspicious end, all within the first 10 months of the year, including 8 Americans in just 2 months. Listen, bro, if you want a girlfriend to speak Spanish, you can do this much safer in like New York, Texas, California, literally anywhere in the United States. There's no need to travel to a country where people get dismembered just because you want to go on a date. Now, I got this idea when I saw these 2 pretty obscure kick streamers, and these idiots, first off, thank God they're still alive, but these guys paid 2 girls $68 in total to spend a night with them when they live streamed. They bought some alcohol and watched the girls pretend to drink it while they got drunk, and surprise, surprise, they got drugged and robbed. Who could have seen this coming? I mean, I'm sure they were blindsided by the Colombian prostitutes they paid $68 did something shady. These guys are actually some of the only ones to make it out alive though, because that 32 tourists in 2023 turned to 39 tourists that died in 2024, and half of them were from the US. In 2024, a British news agency called Channel 4 interviewed a woman who wasn't named, but for all intents and purposes, we'll just call her Maria. Now, Maria says that she's been working with a local gang in Medellin since she was a kid, and that she's used a drug called scolopamine, also known as devil's breath, to sedate and rob tourists. And what this powder does is knock someone out very quickly and is normally slipped into someone's drink, which is most likely what happened to those 2 streamers. Now, Maria seems to be kind of messed up in the head as she goes on to say that some of her victims may have even died after she put them to sleep. Like, she doesn't even know for sure. And it was reported that 80 tourists were killed in the past 3 years, but Maria claims the number is higher. But let's talk about Huey Garzon. Now, he was living as a comedian in Minnesota when he started making frequent trips to Colombia. And from these trips, he would post pictures of himself and a woman with red hair who he referred to as his girl, along with at least 2 other women. Now, the New York Post refers to all these women as his girlfriends, and he even picked up a bit of Spanish, according to his sister. And workers at the Korean restaurant this picture was taken from state that he and this woman had been there before. And this picture was taken about 2 months before his death. Now, in December 2023, he told his friends that he would be heading back to Medellin to meet with the woman he had been talking to online. And I assume either his friends didn't mention that this was a bad idea, or they did, but he was just too far gone to believe them. Now, on December 3rd, everything seemed to be going well as he filmed himself at a Karol G concert. His friends had lost contact with him until he called one of them and said that he had been kidnapped and his captors were asking for $2,000 as ransom. Now, for some reason in Colombia, it was initially reported that the money had not been paid, and after asking for the money, they apparently took him to his apartment in Robledo, a neighborhood in Medellin, where he was beaten and robbed before they took him to a secluded area and threw him off a cliff. Now, his family did, in fact, send the captors over $3,000, which was more than what they were asking for. And this is why you got to make sure you always check multiple sources. And this transaction is what helped lead authorities to the woman, Shari Gisela Meida, who I believe is the same woman from the pictures, although she lost the red hair, and she was arrested along with 2 men and 1 teenage boy, who were all arrested and charged. And the woman actually ended up confessing and giving authorities details on what happened. And I don't know if y'all ever heard the story of Jay Rello, but he went a little viral around 2022 because he flew from the US to the Dominican Republic on something like a $700 budget, I believe. And when his flight was rescheduled, he was required to pay a $100 rescheduling fee, which he didn't have, so he ended up asking for donations on his live stream.
It's a $100 reschedule fee. Basically, I need a cash app, guys.
My brother, first of all, you can't even travel to most cities in the US for a week-long trip on less than $700. And the currency exchange in another country means nothing if you spend all your money every day. The man said he paid $50 to get into a party. He was taking care of a girl out there he was staying with, and he was also going out to eat 3 times a day. And by the end of it, he didn't even have $100. And he's been back multiple times, I believe, since being stranded. And hey man, this might not be worth it. Now, he didn't necessarily get set up, but he did say on the last day of one of his trips, a girl he was taking care of asked him for 3,000 pesos, also known as $50 US, but he told her he didn't have any money left. So she called security on him. Hey, first off, shout out to my Discord. Go join that if you haven't already. But I'm gonna tell y'all like I told them. You will live much longer and happier with one woman. And I know some of y'all will say, no bro, you tripping. I ain't letting no female tie me down. Alright bro, so just take half your check and set it aside every 2 weeks for some random females then. At least when I spend money on my wife, it's all going to the same place. And I ain't gotta wonder what she doing when I'm not around because we always together. Ain't no way I'm going to Colombia or anywhere else and sharing some female with the whole community. I just don't like that. How many miles be on these women that y'all flying out the country to hang with, bro? And then on top of that, you will still die, even if you pay them all your money. At least I know there's a good chance my wife won't kill me, unless I keep forgetting to do stuff she asked me to do. She might actually kill me for that, but at least I'll see it coming, right? Everyone's not the same, but I guarantee there's a large portion of women in these foreign countries that prey on American men coming in without any intuition at all. And this is any foreign country. And then when you come in spending the average monthly salary of some of these girls' fathers in one night, if she knows some gang members, you better believe you gonna get got. This is called traveling with ill intentions. And like anything you do with ill intentions, it's a good chance it won't end well for you. It's bad enough we got guys going out to the club spending $300 trying to impress people. But when you doing this out the country, it's a good portion of Americans that don't even know how to move around.
So Passport Bro is the thing?
DistroKid is going to cost you $1,246 more.
Tonight, an urgent warning for Americans visiting Colombia after a string of in tourist hotspots. The U.S. Embassy in Bogota urging travelers not to use dating apps in the country, writing in a security alert that criminals are using the sites to lure victims, with many U.S. citizens drugged, robbed, and even by their Colombian dates. Embassy officials confirming the deaths of at least 8 Americans traveling in Medellin, possibly linked to the apps.
I'm out of words to describe. I don't even know how I feel right now.
A situation all too familiar for the family of 50-year-old Tu Zhang, an artist and activist from Minnesota who we first reported on last month. He had been traveling in Colombia in December when he called his brother out of the blue asking for money.
This time he was like, hey, you have a couple of thousand? I was like, yeah, no problem. Well, when do you want it? He said, I want it now. I'm in this bit of a situation here. I go, oh, yeah, I can do that.
Zhang's family.
I'm tired. I love the song, but